Gabe, do you know what rhymes with demeanor?
What rhymes with demeanor, Frank?
Senior. As in, this is senior day. Here at the Arrington, we now welcome you live in to the campus of Adrian College. Right here.
That doesn't rhyme.
Senior in demeanor?
No.
I was trying to think of something quick on the spot. I guess it doesn't. Well, regardless. Senior day for our men's Division III Gold Squad here at the Arrington Ice Arena. Frank Kruby alongside Gabe Schrei here for ACTV. Bulldogs are playing host to Northwood College in their last game of the season. And you know what that means, Gabe?
What does that mean, Frank?
It means it's senior day. What rhymes with senior, Gabe? I was trying to think of something quick on the spot before we went on. I guess demeanor doesn't really rhyme with senior. A little bit, maybe.
Frank, senior's a tough word to rhyme with.
All right, well, you think of something because we're about to meet our seniors in a minute here, Gabe.
Hey, the fans can post on our Facebook page and let us know what rhymes with senior.
We got 7 seniors on this gold squad. Let's meet our first one. Richard Hennard. Joined by his parents, Rick and Deanna, from Royal Oak, Michigan. Came from Monroe Community College. Exercise science major.
Rick's best memory from his hockey career while at Adrian College was winning 2 national championships with the boys. Rick thanks his teammates for their
Rick's got a 4-5 record this year with 2 shutouts. 920 save percentage, which leads all goaltenders on this team. 2 national championship rings to go along with it.
Our next senior is captain number 4, Josh Dollinger.
And now we've got Mr. ACHA himself, Josh Dollinger, the Wayne Gretzky, well, I should say the Bobby Orr of Division III hockey, ACHA hockey. Business management major. Dollinger has 24 points on the season. Pretty good for a D-man. Captain of this gold squad has 3 rings with this Division III ACHA Bulldog Club. Josh Dollinger.
Next we have number 9, Colin Gilead, accompanied by his parents Kevin Gilead and Karen Diaz.
Number 9, Colin Gilead, now making his way to the mat in front of the Bulldog bench. Another exercise science major. Team of doctors here. What did I say? No. Shut up, Kane. Sean Kane is in my ear. Shut up, Sean.
Frank, we're now hearing from the fans that nothing rhymes with senior.
Dang.
Nothing.
Misdemeanor?
It's close, but it doesn't.
Well, I said demeanor. Colin Gilead has 12 points in 21 games this year for the Bulldogs.
We don't have time to sit around and rhyme, guys.
No, we don't. There's Colin Gilead.
Our next senior is number 26, Nicholas Reuter, and his parents Mark and Michelle Reuter.
And now we've got Nick Reuter, number 26. Native of Parker, Colorado. I'd love to live in Colorado right now, that's for sure. They got a good hockey team. Nice weather. Nick Reuter has 13 goals, 13 points in 20 games this season.
I don't do these kind of events well, Frank. This is too sad for
I'm
me.
tearing up too. I'm fighting him back right now.
I can't deal with the announcer. He's crying
Fighting
down
him
there.
back.
The announcer crying makes it tough for me.
Nick is not playing in this afternoon's contest, unfortunately, because he's got a knee injury sustained a few weeks ago. So that's why he's in street clothes. Now we got ZZ Top, Zach Zika, number 27. Native of Tony Creek, Ontario. Physical education major.
Zach's future plans are to be a dog walker and gym teacher. Zach thanks his mother and dad for their support. Please put your hands together for senior defenseman
Zach Zika. There he is, guys.
Next we have assistant captain
Now we've got Ed Schaefer, number 28, for the Bulldogs. Oh, gotta get it together here. 18 points in 24 games this year. Hold together, Frank.
Eddie's future plan is to become an athletic trainer.
He's wants to be an athletic trainer.
For 4 great years, especially
Number 28, Ed Schaefer.
for sharing 3 national championships.
Also has 3 national championships.
Thanks all the fans, the Costello and Shortak families, Meg Sharp, and above all, he would like to thank his parents for their support and love.
There's Eddie Schaefer, 28. Okay, Frank.
Eddie says that having you two at each and every one of his many games has been unbelievable, and he will never be able to thank you enough for blessing me with you.
Gabe, how are you holding up over there? Okay.
I'm fine.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, assistant captain, Eddie.
There's your assistant captain, 28, Ed Schaefer. Okay, here we go. This is going to be tough. This is Chris Shordak. Chris. He was my roommate freshman year. I love him so much, Chris. Oh. Chris, I love you, buddy. Promised I wouldn't do this. Promised myself I wouldn't do this. I've seen Chris grow up from when he was just a little Bombini back in Dean's 229, and 4 years later he's got 3 national championships. Oh. I love Chris Shordak so much, and Gabe, can you pass me the tissues, Gabe? Yeah, here you go. Chris Shornak is a native of Warren, Michigan.
Hey, Dan. Can the audience hear what the announcer is saying? Oh, good. I'm glad they heard that. You think they heard the towel joke? Oh, that was beautiful. Tell him that. I mean, he was talking about what he'd accomplished while he was here at Adrian, the announcer was. And he mentioned exact figures when referring to how many towels he had folded and how many numbers of loads of laundry he had run. I thought it was funny. It's not as funny when I say it.
It's funny, but
They were very impressive statistics.
More-
Over
more
2,000 loads
more
of
sad
laundry.
than funny, Gabe. There are our Bulldogs.
This guy managed to fold well over 6,000 towels while in college. I don't think I've folded one since I've been here. I'm just kidding, just so you know.
There are our 7 seeders. Hadard, Dollinger, Gilead, Reuter, Zika, Schaefer, Shornak. 1, 4, 9, 26, 27, 28, 30. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Don't you go anywhere. Because we've got a hockey game coming up, folks. I'm going to go to the bathroom, fix my eyeliner because it's starting to run. Clean myself up a bit.
But we'll be right here for Hockey Night in Adrian.
Hi, hockey fans. It's your friends Frank and Gabe here on the mic for Senior Day at the Arrington Ice Arena, which is located in southeast Michigan in a county called Lenawee.
These are facts.
These are facts, Gabe. Bulldogs coming in to this afternoon's contest. 4 games over 500, 13-9-1. Last game of the season for the Bulldogs. And if they win this afternoon, they will clinch a bye league quarterfinals next weekend. And it might not be too hard for them to get that win, Gabe, because Northland has really been struggling a lot this year. They only have 2 wins in 24 games. They're on a 10-game losing streak. They haven't won since November 21st. So things could potentially get a little out of hand here on Senior Day with a number of fired-up Bulldogs eager to send off their 4-year letterman in style. I'm going to say 8-1 Bulldogs. Gabe? Wow. Dan the tech guy is like, wow. There's a shot stopped by Zale. Alexander Zale starting for Northland. He's got a sparkling 6.27 goals, 8.69 save percentage. And in the Bulldog end, it's my good friend Chris Shordock. 2.87 goals against average. An 8.93 save percentage. And there's a save made by Zale there on number 23 of the Bulldogs, Miles Maltz, who leads the team in goals and points. Bulldogs win the draw. Shot by Davison Pasco doesn't get through. Squeaks out into the neutral zone. 7 seniors on this team, Gabe.
7 seniors here playing one of their final games of their career, and
Well, that's not true. There's still playoffs and nationals.
right, but I mean, one of the final,
Figure it out.
one of their final regular season games. How about that? Satisfied?
No. Have a Snickers. Clarion to take the draw. He wins it for Adrian. That's not sure how that wasn't icing there on the Bulldogs. Coming away with it now is Murray. Sends it back. Dumped in by the Bulldogs, and they'll get a change. Oh, we got a turnover here. Shot in the slot. Stopped by Zale. Good opportunity there for Alex Egan, as he helped on a turnover in the slot. And a big save for Alex Zale, excuse me.
Something.
Catalina being pressured here by Naples. Chips it into the neutral zone, and here come the Bulldogs. It's Bordeaux down the wall. Centering doesn't get through. Betts lobs it into the corner. Back up top for Betts. Can't handle the pass. Wheeling and dealing. Floats one in, kicked aside by Zale. Stepping in, trying to get a shot off here. Finally does, and that's tipped just wide of the goal by Egan. Nice pressure here, and Egan's lost his stick. He'll have to retreat to the bench.
Here comes the Spag attack. Nick Spagnol. That's my neighbor.
Oh, is it? That's nice.
He's my favorite.
Just over 3 minutes gone here if you're a little late joining us. Frank Krupe and Gabe Schrei here on ACTV for some Sunday matinee hockey here at the Arrington Ice Arena. Coming at you from all angles, and there's a sharp angle there. Zale, shot from the point is just wide of the mark. ZZ Top, Zach Zika floated it wide. And now Northland.
Oh, we got some contact down there on the boards, Frank.
Northland getting the puck into Bulldog territory for the first time. Zika turns it over for Stahl. Throws it out in front, but it's corralled quickly there by Sutton, and away come the Bulldogs. Sloppiness inside the blue. Around the net it goes.
Oh,
Lee blows a tire.
I think he slipped on that stick, Frank. That stick was finally a problem.
And look how quickly the referee just brought that stick to the Bulldog bench.
He's an athlete.
The linesman's got his wheels moving tonight. 4.5 gone scoreless here. Beal trying to go off the wall, and it's knocked down by the Bulldogs. Schaefer running into his man, Zach. Curling away from some pressure. Northwood has really struggled to get past the blue line in the opening 5. Here we go, Legaitis. Gonna get a shot off, and it's blocked away. Thrown out in front. A log jam in the corner. Gilead comes away with it. Chipped up neatly for Hudson, who goes up to Gilead. And he's gonna dump it in and get a change. Puck wrapped around. Scooped up by Clary, gives his man a bump. Turns it over. Hoffman gonna float one in, and Chris Shornack paddle down.
That was a good look by Shornack to go ahead and just fall on that one, too. He didn't have much help ready to get down there and get that back out of that zone.
Shots 4-1 Adrian. Puck thrown out in front. Stolen by the Bulldogs. Here comes speedy Nick Hawker now. Drops it off for Maltz. Waiting for support. Throws it on net, and it goes just wide. Maltz wheeling and dealing back with it. And behind the net. Throws it out in front. One-timer. What a save made by Zale.
I thought Betts had that one, Frank.
Oh, well, Clary's got that one.
There's the big goal right there for Clary. What a shot by him. He got the rebound and went ahead and put that one right in the back of the net to get the early 1-0 lead for the Bulldogs. Ryan Betts, I thought he had that before Clary got the rebound and put that in there. Betts is a heck of an athlete, Frank.
th goal of the year. He's one of 5 Bulldogs in double-digit goals. And he puts Adrian up 1-0 early in this one. And going back to that play, Ryan Betts absolutely laid into a one-timer about 3 feet in front of Zale. Came out and made a nice job of getting his body in front, but can't stop them all. Rebound was there for too long. Zale's not a very big goalie. What's the matter? Gabe's a cat caught your tongue here?
I have no feedback.
All right. Shornack covers up. Ryan Betts drawing the only assist on the Clary goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adrian College Athletics would like to thank all of our major sponsors for their support.
Early on, we're definitely seeing the difference. Shots on goal, 6-1 Adrian lead right there.
Medica, Citizens Gas, and Jimmy John's. Thanks again for making our student athletes experience the best.
And this may end up being an NC, Frank, a no contest.
Well, I said 8-1. And we will see if that plays through. Turnover here by Northwood. Zika mishandled it. Dollinger whips it back in. And Zale has got to be about 5'6".
Yeah,
Gabe?
he's a small guy down there, like you were saying.
And it looks like he's wearing pillows on his legs. A little guy, but hey, you know what? Size sometimes doesn't matter. Look at Johnny Quick, one of the best goalies in the NHL, and he's about 5'9". So
Well, Frank, I think size does matter. It matters in your heart. And the more heart you have, the better you're going to play. You're
yeah,
gonna
look at
try
Rocky.
harder.
Rocky Balboa was 40 pounds underweight compared to the Russian. And we all know how that ended.
Well, Rocky Balboa was a house. He was a legend.
There's a shot, and looking to go through the legs. Puck is still loose. Sutton almost went through the legs of Zale there. Back to the point, floated one in, tipped by his own player. And Zale will cover that up. Dominique Orlando is the starting goaltender for Northland. He's made 14 starts this year, and he's on the bench tonight. Electing to go with Zale. There's a puck that floated in there off the stick of Sutton. Moloch's out shooting. Northwood by 10 here in the early going. Bringing it out of the corner for Schaefer. And there's Edward Schaefer. Two Rip Bulldogs.
Frank, that was quick. 2-0. Adrian Schaefer puts one in there. It could be more than 8-1 if things continue this way. We are 8.5 minutes into this game, 2-0. Shots on goal are 12 for Adrian College, so they've hit 2 out of 12 shots. That's a heck of a percentage, Frank.
Schaefer's 12th of the year. And Zale was dazed and confused from the wraparound, way out of position. Schaefer had half the net staring him in the face, and he made no mistake. 2-0 Adrian. I like my 8-1 prediction. What do you got, Gabe?
Well, you know, I don't want to be too gutsy, but I just said a minute ago it could be more than 8.
Well, what do you think? Here comes Colin Gilead trying to make it 3-0, and he barely able to
Frank,
get a handle on that with Zale.
I'm going to be really gutsy, and I'm going to say 10-0 Adrian College.
Wow, 10-0. All right. Dan, what do you got? Tech guy Dan's going 7-2. We don't care about Sean Kane. Sean Kane says 6'2", but he plays soccer. He doesn't know anything about hockey. Oh, 6 mil. Excuse me. All right. So we'll see what happens here.
Our final score prediction, Brandon Erickson, the cameraman, wants 7-1,
All right.
Adrian.
Winner gets a hug and a kiss
From who?
from Teresa Shornack. Speaking of Shornack, I'd like to give a shout-out to all the Shornacks that are watching, all the relatives of Chris. I know he's got some family in Texas that have tuned in. So we got ACTV viewers all over the country, and look at this passing play. Madonna mia.
My goodness! That man was all alone, Frank. No one even helped. The poor goalie. Oh, that goalie needs a hug and a kiss. That's who needs the hug and a kiss, Frank. The poor goalie. The passing was incredible. No. Wow! Look at the goalie down there. He just... Oh. I'm going to stick with that 10-1, or 10-0, excuse me.
Well, I have one word for that play, and it's crisp. That was extremely crisp, like when you wake up in the morning on Christmas Eve and you got the fire roaring and the crisp Christmas cookies are down there.
Frank, you know how...
That was, wow, Nick Hawker, tic-tac-toe.
You know, early in the year, in the spring, when it's warm outside, it's starting to get warm, and you get up and you walk outside and you're eating an apple and the apple's delicious. That's how crisp that was.
Yes.
That delicious apple was so crisp.
Well,
I feel bad for him now. I feel very bad for the goalie. 4-0 Adrian College. My score prediction is now 15-0. Oh, man.
that's Bordeaux.
What is 2 and under a minute?
Along the ice he goes.
Oh, man, Frank.
Four goals on 15 shots for Adrian. Offensive outpour here in the last 100 seconds.
Frank, that's 1 and 4 goals going in. Or 1 and 4 shots on goal going in, excuse me.
So Bordeaux gets in on the scoring action, his 11th of the year. And Gabe, if you're changing your score prediction, I want to change mine.
Should I legitimately change it to 15-0 though?
I'm going to go with 10-0.
Well, that was mine. I'm actually going to change it to 12-0.
All right. We got a penalty coming up here.
Is it safe to do that? Are the fans angry that we're changing our score predictions? Let us know in the comments on the video. Let us know if that's okay. If you don't want us to change it, we'll stick with our original predictions.
We got a hooking call coming up here to Naples of Northwood.
Well, Frank,
if we were in Vegas right now, what would the odds be on the big board that the Bulldogs got a goal on this power play?
A lot.
Let's see what they do. Oh, not able to handle that pass was Hudson, and it's whipped down the ice.
You know, I was saying earlier, Ryan Betts is a heck of an athlete. This guy plays for the football team, too. Plays receiver. Just a real high-quality, high-character guy.
Yeah, great guy he is, too, Ryan Betts. He's got wonderful, luscious, long locks of hair. Flows on point.
Thankfully, this isn't a radio broadcast. Everyone can see his beautiful hair.
Here's Hudson now, fires a shot, tipped in front by Gilead, stopped by Zale. Bulldogs set back up to the point, down low, sharp angle shot stopped. 50 seconds gone on the power play. Gilead has his pocket picked, and it's nabbed in the air by Betts. Schaefer holding, shooting, and it found the back of the net.
Please, someone help this poor goalie. Zale all alone down there. 5-0 with just under 12 minutes played in the first period. And
now
Zale's coming out.
Now we got the goalie switch happening, yeah.
Oh,
well,
man.
Zale's night ends just under 12 minutes in. Feel for the poor guy. God knows I've been there enough times.
Frank, this is a crime. This is an absolute crime.
5 goals on 18 shots. The most recent one coming off the stick of Edward Schaefer, his second of the afternoon. And now in goal for Northwood. Well, we'll find out. It's either Travis or Bro or Orlando. We'll find out. And there's Shornack's first save of the afternoon right there.
And Nick Spagnol wanted to teach number 27 of Northwest Burton a lesson right there. And he's going to need a new stick.
And Shornack somehow stealing an assist on that play. That's nice to see. So Chris Shornack has as many assists as he does saves in this first period here. In net is Dominique Orlando for North. He's got a 6.54 goals against and an 8.35 save percentage in 14 games played. And now it's going to be Northwood heading to the man advantage. In the box for the Bulldogs is Millen. So now we've got Northwood with possibly some opportunities, and there's a save made by Shornack on another one. Down and out was number 30. Managed to find the little black piece of rubber and cover it up.
Shornack now has twice as many saves as he has assists. This guy is playing great.
I like his pink tape as well
I actually do like that a lot.
on the blade of his stick. Here's a chance here. Wow.
Oh,
I'm not sure if Shornack got a piece of that. I think it hit the post. That was Dominic Hasek-esque right there. I love that. And
yeah, that was interesting.
bringing that off the bar was Stahl. Shornack may have gotten a piece of that, but I definitely heard the ping from up here.
Shornack did a little crocodile roll right there. Little gator roll.
Here's a chance now, and the puck is shot wide. Up to the point it goes for Lieb. Down low for Stahl. Holds up. Floats one in. Rebound is there. Stahl back with it on his stick. And Shornack picks that out of the air. Glove save. Minute gone on the Northwood man advantage. Shornack finally getting into the action here. He's been standing all by himself in the blue, watching all these seniors score, and he says, hey, get some FaceTime for me.
I want some saves down here, Frank. I'm all alone.
He's got a few now.
I'm glad his friends came down to hang out with him down there.
Well, Chris Shornack is one of the best guys there is in Adrian. He was my roommate freshman year in Dean's 229 and comes from a great family, great kid. And I'm real happy that I got the opportunity to sit here and call his final action for the black and gold. He'll be actually heading off on Monday to Florida for spring training with the Detroit Tigers. They signed him up as a first baseman. No, I'm not serious. He actually has an internship as a equipment manager slash, I guess, water boy, whatever you want to call it. So he'll be on to new endeavors. Won't be graduating until next December here in Adrian. So, Chris Shornack, God bless you.
Frank, when you say, he's a high character guy, that's all that matters to most people, and that's what should matter. You talk about an athlete and you like that athlete, and it should be more about character than how well they play. He represents his program very well. Also, very good job of fooling the tech guys over there with the Detroit Tigers joke.
There's Stahl, and Shornack goes paddle down. I love the paddle down saves. Must have learned that from Emily Michelin. Over the blue is Bordeaux. They'll have to retreat now. Jason Pasco flips it up for Egan. One-timer, and finding the back of the net there. Alex Egan. Blows one past Dominique Orlando.
Egan puts in another goal, and I'm just sad for this Northwest team now. I don't know what to say. Yay, I guess, is all I can say is yay.
So, excuse me, that was Millen that handed that pass on a silver platter to Egan. And he had time to stop, load it up with ketchup and mustard, then let it fly.
Maybe I'm too nice, Frank, but I just feel bad for this Northwest team.
There was Hawker just chipping one over the bar. 6-0 Bulldogs. 4.5 to go in the first period. You know, the last time these teams met, Gabe, was back on December 6th. It was a 5-0 win for Adrian. Maltz had 2 goals. And they've already rung up 6 15 minutes in to this one. And here could be another one. Pass across. Puck is loose. Not able to poke it home with the Bulldogs. So Egan gets the most recent goal. His second of the year. One-timers fluttering into the corner. Swing and a miss for Clary. Northwood chips it out. I got a funny story here about Chris Shornack, who we'll call it a career in 3.5 minutes here. He first came to Adrian College, and he was my roommate back, like I said, in Dean's 229. And the very first night that we were in Adrian, Gabe, there's a big party somewhere down the way. And we're all getting dressed up, you know, shirts, cologne, product in the hair, maybe a little, you know, razzle-dazzle.
Yeah.
And we're getting ready to go out. Matt O'Neill, Brandon Bolt are my neighbors, and Shornack comes out and he's wearing shorts and a bright orange shirt that says Wheaties on it. And we looked at him and we said, Chris, we're going out for the first time on the campus of Adrian College, going to meet all the freshman girls and, you know, mingle a little bit. And you're coming out in a shirt that says Wheaties? Where'd you get that? Out of a cereal box? And he said, oh, well, Franco, you think I should go change? And I said, no, Chris, we don't think you should change. We're going to make you go change, or else we're going to tie you up in the room and not let you out. And long story short, the nickname Wheaties has stuck with him ever since because of that first night 4 years ago in the Diener.
Frank, that story was kind of sad for me. That was touching.
Another thing about Chris Shornack is he sounds like a possessed demon when he is sleeping.
Possessed demon?
Yes, like as a demon is not like bad enough as it is.
Right. He's also possessed by an even bigger demon.
Exactly.
Wow.
His demon is possessed by another demon.
Super demon.
The noises you would hear this kid make would put every hair on my body at 90 degrees. And let me tell you, I went through a lot of earplugs freshman year. 2 minutes to go in the first period. Penalty is being assessed here to Gimshaw of the Bulldogs.
You're neighbors with O'Neill as a freshman, too.
I was.
That must have been interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting stories, that's for sure. Too many that we can't tell on the air.
Oh, I know that.
Northwood to their second power play. We'll see if Shornack can make a few more saves before he exits, and we understand that Hunnard and Federkins will also be playing in this game because they're also seniors as well. Well, Federkins isn't a senior, but they want to get him in some action. Throwing one on net is Naples, and that's right into Shornack's chest. And he flips the puck up on his glove like he's done it before.
Pretty good handling skills by Naples right there. He wasn't slowed down at all by the Adrian defenders. Too bad there's such a good goalie down there between the pipes.
Pass across. Shot is wide of the goal by Hoffman. Well, foot race here for Hawker. Watch out. He's got wheels. Driving his man into the corner. Coming away with it is Northwood, excuse me. Shornack slaps it around the glass. Good enough to get out. And here comes Hawker, 1-on-3. Shoot it in and get a change. Stahl chips it into the corner, into the slot. That eludes everyone. Ryan Betts, a.k.a. the Hitman, has got it tangled up. Has it stolen. Thrown out in front, and it's high of the net by Spencer. What are you smiling at, Gabe?
Nothing. You'll find out when you play.
All right.
I'm so excited for you to be down there between the pipes.
You're not the only one. Oh!
Your nickname is already.
Watch that. Ryan Betts smoking the Pro Medica sign at the Jumbotron there.
Oh, I can't tell you the nickname. No, just wait. Just wait.
12 seconds to go here.
You'll know.
Betts wins the draw for Adrian. Flipped out, but not out of the blue. And that's going to do it for the first period. Shornack makes one last save. 6-0 Bulldogs after 20. 23 shots on net for Adrian, 11. That's a generous 11 on the board for Northwood, I think. And Chris Shornack takes a minute. Call it a career. We are going to take a quick commercial break, but don't you go anywhere because Frank and Gabe are right here on ACTV for the second period of D3 Gold Senior Day. We'll be right back. In the words of Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'm back.
And so are the Bulldogs to the ice.
6-0 after 20. Ed Schaefer has 2 goals. Ryan Betts has 2 assists. Davison Pascal also with a pair of assists. Hawker, Clary, Egan, and Bordeaux, the goal scorers, all along with Schaefer's 2. You know what I just realized, Gabe?
What'd you just realize, Frank?
I haven't rolled up my rim yet on my Tim Hortons cup. Let's see what we got here. If I win the $10,000, I am going to drop this broadcast and leave for Punta Cana this second. Are you ready, Gabe? Put your phone down.
I'm excited. All right.
Let's see if I'm going to Punta Cana. Please play again. Dang.
Oh, and this is why we'll never win anything here at ACHA.
Like, how many times do I got to play again? It's really starting to get old. How many rims do I got to roll here, Tim? Come on, Tim. What a joke. Do you guys know who Tim Horton is? Well, yes, he's Canadian. Thanks, Sean Kane. But, like, do you guys know the name? Like,
I have no idea.
You guys don't know what...
You're going to tell us anyhow. Just tell us. Who is Tim Horton?
You'll find out next whistle. You'll find out next
Did he used
whistle.
to play hockey?
You'll find out next whistle who Tim Horton was.
Oh, that's right. He used to play hockey. That's got to be right.
Chris Chornak has come out. We understand he's going to play the first 5 of this second period. Then he will give way for Rick Hennard.
And he's done after that.
And then he'll be done.
That's emotional. I'm going to be sad when he goes off the ice.
Yes. Shots 24-11 here. To the point it goes for Catalina. Back down low. He swings it. Grimshaw takes a run from behind. Northwood able to chip it out. Coming in with some speed. Here's Murray. Stops up, waits for support. Bings it into the corner. Thrown out in front. Didn't make it through. Wide angle shot is off the target. Coming up now is Spagnol. He's rubbed out by Burton. Coming out of the corner. Down low and swinging a miss, Grimshaw. Pass there from Davison Pascal. Looking for his 3rd assist. Trying to knife one down low, but it's chipped out by Wood, excuse me. That puck stays in play and chipped out for Pascal, who fires it back in. Turnover in behind the net. Trying to center it there was Clary.
Ouch.
That hurt a bit from up here. Freed runs into his man Betts. Couldn't get a shot off. Backhanded into the opposite corner. This will be an icing call. And that means now we get to find out who Tim Horton was.
Who was Tim Horton, Frank? Who was Tim Horton?
Well, you know, I'm really...
Who is?
If anyone out there calls himself a hockey fan and doesn't know who Tim Horton is, you should be ashamed.
I'm sorry.
Timmy Horton played for the Maple Leafs in the 60s. And anybody in that time will tell you that Tim Horton was one of the toughest hockey players ever to play the game. In fact, when there would be scrums, you know, in and around the net, guys drawing with each other, Tim Horton would come in and everyone would just break away. Nobody wanted anything to do with him. He was tough as nails for the Maple Leafs. Won a few cups with them. I actually had an opportunity to play with his grandson Alex Horton in junior, who was also tough as nails, but he retired from hockey and opened up the Tim Hortons Coffee franchise. And there's about 15 of them in a 2-mile radius of my house back home in Toronto. Oh, look at that one. Ding!
That hurt.
Clary rings the doorbell, but no one answered.
Waffle box to that one, Frank.
But that's the story of Tim Horton. And he unfortunately died at a very young age. Passed away in his late 40s in a car accident. Very tragic. So he didn't even... Are you guys sick of my Tim Horton story yet? Are you still listening? Okay, good. He didn't even get to see the franchise explode like it has. I think when he passed away, there were only a few shops around southern Ontario, and now there's, I mean, every time you sneeze, there's 4 that get opened. So, that's Timmy Horton.
Well, I'll tell you what, they have great coffee. It's not tough as nails. It's actually smooth and delicious.
Dan, the tech guy, would not have a pulse if it wasn't for the dark roast double-double.
Hey, why is Tim Hortons not sponsoring us? I mean,
we're too good for them.
we're too good for them. They couldn't afford us.
Here comes Hole. He flings it over and looking for the tic-tac. Up in the air. Goes. Puck is loose. Batted out of the crease.
Oh, man, that one hurt from up here.
Crunch time. Penalty coming up. And we got a hook and call here going in the direction of the black and gold. It'll be Egan taking a seat for 2 or less. And there goes Shornock switching with Hennard.
And the applause here is fantastic, Frank.
Salute. Salute. I'm clapping, and I'm going to give you a microphone hug as well.
Yeah, what a moment right there, Frank.
Microphone
That's an emotional moment. It's got to be.
Give Chris a microphone hug.
All right.
You know how to do that, Gabe? Put your hand around the mic and you blow into it. There you go. Chris Shornock officially exits the game, stopping all 11 shots thrown in his direction. The native of Warren, Michigan, is the second most famous hockey player ever to come out of Warren. Oh, and there's another post. The second most famous player is, you know who it is. It's Dougie Waite. Who's that? He can lift a lot of weight.
Yeah, Frank, that's just an honor to be here for a night like this and be able to call this game and watch a career like that end. You know, 4 years of fantastic hockey.
Yes.
Filed away in the books right there.
Yes.
And now he's a legend.
Yes.
Yes. Congratulations, Shornock.
So Richard Hennard is in. First shot he saw hit the post. It's always so nerve-wracking coming in as a goalie. Cold. I hated it. I absolutely hated it. And, you know, you're just so nervous until that first puck hits you. And then you're fine, but I tell you, if that first one doesn't hit you and it finds a way through you, it's going to be a long night. Look at this. Oh, almost sprung on the breakaway. There was Bordeaux. Holding the line is Spencer. He throws it in off the side of the net.
Frank, our score predictions may have been too high. Not seeing quite as much scoring here in the second, but then again, the scoring in the first didn't begin until around this time exactly, actually.
Penalty to Egan is over. Bulldogs kill off their third penalty of the game. They allow no shots in the process. Spencer turns it over. Petty grabs it back, and in he comes. Oh, watch out.
Whoa.
Oh, that's no good right there. That's a penalty. You can't do that.
Well, I don't know what to say about that, but Spagnol's going to the sin bin, and I'll probably have to talk to him about that one later, considering he lives from me.
Wow, 2 minutes for cross-check. That is softer than my couch. Well, Northwood gets right back on the power play. 0 for 3 this evening. And you hear the crowd chanting, "Get it out of there, boys."
Things happen.
Things happen at the Arrington. Just remember, what happens at the Arrington, it goes out live, yeah. Here's a shot and kicked aside. Nice save made there, shorthanded.
I like that. We need a T-shirt. We need an Adrian College TV T-shirt that says what happens at the Arrington
Goes out live.
goes out live. Yeah.
I don't have a polo either, Dan.
Well, Frank and Dan are after Mike Neal.
For some
Mike, if
reason,
you're watching
Sean
Hyde,
Kane has a polo.
they want polos. These men want polos, and you're in trouble, Mr. Neal.
I'd like some ACTV flip-flops.
What?
ACTV sandals. That'd be ballin'.
That's a weird one.
Yeah. Yeah, ones that print ACTV into the sand when you walk on them.
I want an ACTV blanket. Pretty soon we'll be as bad as every other major. We'll have like style mugs.
Here we go. Grimshaw on the breakaway. Finds the back of the net.
Oh, and there's another goal for the Adrian College Bulldogs. That'll make it 7-0 with just under 9 minutes played in the second period. What a goal. Frank, how about that one?
How about it?
Wow.
A shorthanded goal for Grimshaw. His third of the year. And he made that look easy, Gabe. He just floated in on a cloud and nifty little backhand over the blocking arm of Orlando. 7-0 Bulldogs.
Well, Frank, with a name like Grimshaw, I mean, the guy doesn't even need a nickname. His last name is so cool, so he's got to be able to score like that. What do you want me to say?
Rick Kennard picking up an assist, so both goalies have tallied in phantom apples.
I mean, the Grim Reaper just took it right in there and put that in there shorthanded. That was easy for the Reaper.
I like that.
He was unstoppable.
Wow, that's Gabe. I'm putting that in the memory bank.
The Grim Reaper doesn't even need a nickname.
The Grim
Grimshaw's
Reaper
cool enough.
took an assist for Kennard there. Freed just got away with a penalty there. He tripped up Bulldog player inside the blue. Penalty is over. Back to the ice is Spagnol.
Yeah, I'm really upset over that. Spagnol is going to get some criticism from me later.
Speaking of Grimshaw, you know what, you're right, Gabe, that is a great last name. You know what my favorite last name in pro sports history is?
What is it?
Jack Youngblood.
Yeah, I know. Yes, he's my favorite defensive end of all time.
Oh, and there was a heck of a chance there by Egan. Just chipped that one-time pass over the cage. And now we got another penalty coming, Adrian, here.
Frank, you know, Youngblood is what hockey players are all about, but he played football. There's not a lot of guys who play football that have the same attitude that you respect and love out of hockey players. He broke his leg and taped it up and played in the Super Bowl and recorded 3 sacks with a broken fibula. That's a man, Jack Youngblood. Wow.
You know who else is a man? Me. Frank.
You wait. I got your nickname coming. You wait.
Egan in the penalty box here.
Spanky Frankie.
So, third consecutive power play for Northwood here in this period. And it's Egan who is in the sin bin for
the second time this game for interfering with the goaltender Orlando. Menard has made one save since checking into the game for Shornack. Beal turns it over at center ice for Gilead. Here comes Gilead trying to step around his man and couldn't. Oh, watch out. Goalie almost fell over the net. A long lead pass is eluding everyone. And that is what we call icing in the game of hockey.
Let me write that one down.
I'm still really upset that I didn't win anything on my roll up the rim Tim Hortons Cup.
Well, I'd be upset too, and I understand why you're upset, but I think we're just gonna have to get over this one together.
We may have to make a trip to Tim Hortons during the intermission. 1 minute to go on the Northwood PP. Hitman turns the puck over. Could have a chance here. Centering pass. Shot is blocked. Oh, a little bit of some discomfort there was Clary. Looks like he blocked that shot up around the forearm. And now we've got a 3-on-1 for Adrian shorthanded. It's Maltz holding up. Still with it. Look at that stick handling. Not able to get a pass off. And now here comes Northwood back the other way 2-on-1. It's Burton backhanding a pass over. Batted out of the air by the hitman, Ryan Betts. Shot from the point is tipped just wide.
I like that one, the Hitman.
Well, that's his alter ego rap nickname.
We're calling him that.
The Hitman. Nifty backhand pass. What a save made by
wow.
Orlando.
Orlando did a great job right there. That was some serious awareness to get his pad in the way of that. And
robbery on Clary.
Real impressive, ladies and gentlemen.
Bulldogs nearly had their second shorthanded goal of the period. Egan back to the ice. 5-on-5. We go now. Just about 7.5 to go here in the second period. It's been all Adrian. Shots are 28-12. Shot does not get through. And despite being up 7-0, these Bulldogs keeping the foot on the gas pedal, Gabe.
Yeah, well, you know, Frank, some people might not like hearing me say this, but I'm going to be honest. This is college sports. You don't come play a college sport if you're not ready to play a sport. I mean, you know, it's just like professional sports. You're not going to put your backups in when you're way up. You're going to keep your foot on the gas.
Now we've got delayed penalty coming up to Northwood. Hennard is to the bench. Extra attacker on for Adrian, and there's another great save and another made by Orlando. Stopped on the doorstep. Was whole of the Bulldogs. So now Adrian will get a turn with the man advantage. Heading for a timeout is number 9 Stahl of Northwood. And he's got 2 for slashing.
Frank, there's a big crowd here tonight for this senior night game.
Yeah, you know, we do got a pretty nice crowd, Gabe. And, I mean, you know, this D3 Gold team has got a pretty nice following. I mean, 3 national championships in a row. We haven't really talked about that too much tonight. Chance here. Puck is loose. Oh, and
whoops.
Eddie Schaefer gets thrown to the ground. And he's got some words for the linesman.
Definitely had some words right there.
Let's watch Eddie Schaefer get one here now. Mark my words. He's got a heavy shot. The hitman tees one up. Tipped in front.
Oh!
And it's Colin Gilead.
8-0, Frank.
That's a snowman.
You gotta love it.
I love you.
I love you too.
Thanks, man.
Nothing better than coming out to watch some Bulldog hockey. Maybe you're watching us on YouTube. You check that score, and it's 8-0. 8 big ones for Adrian College now. These guys are on fire.
Wow.
Fire.
Colin Gilead with the power play goal for the Bulldogs. And for Gilead,
Frank, it's
fifth goal of the season for Colin.
it's pandemonium down there.
Sure is. So another senior tallies a goal for the Bulldogs. Hunnard down and out there makes the sprawling save.
Looks like they're going to get over it real quickly down there. But initially, some big contact right there. Number 24 of the Bulldogs.
Okay, we were talking before the Bulldogs scored about the crowd here, and really nice atmosphere this afternoon, I should say, at the Arrington. Got the senior signs around the rink. A lot of family in attendance. And, this Gold team has got a pretty nice following. They're the only team in Adrian College history to win a national championship. We've had a number of conference championships, obviously, NCAA conference championships. But the only team to win a national championship for the Bulldogs has been this D3 Gold squad. There have been a few individuals that won track events, but again, those were individuals in the past that have won for the Bulldogs. So, three in a row for this Gold team, and these guys should be very proud of what they've done in recent years. And for most of these seniors, I believe all of them except for Zika, I believe they all have been a part of these three. Oh, Hunnard as well, excuse me. Hunnard and Zika have won 2 of those 3 national championships, and the rest of the seniors, Dollinger, Gilead, Reuter, Schaefer, and Shornack have won 3 of 3.
Now, Frank, do you know Catalina personally?
I do not.
He's got a pretty level head, it looks like to me, after that down there. He exchanged some words down there, but he eased off the gas and let go of Naples pretty quickly.
Under 5 to go in the second period. 8 rip Adrian. Looking for more here. Buzzing in front of the net. Spagnol throws it up top. It was chipped out by Northwood. Will it be enough for icing? Yes, it will.
So now we'll get the cake down here, the face-off.
After today's game, you can find a recap and stats as well as information about all the athletic programs here at Adrian College. For a schedule of events.
Oh my.
Clary in to take the draw. He's tied up. And behind the net with it is Hawker. Throws it out front and sent wide.
Frank did not like my cake joke.
I didn't hear it.
Oh, I thought you didn't like it. I was sad.
Northwood's going to get a wholesale change here. Miles Maltz with it for the Bulldogs. He hands it off for Hawker. Ho!
Whoa,
And he almost
what a
slipped that one in between the
save.
wickets. What an accidental that would have been.
Frank, what a save right there.
Hawker back with it. He wants one. Sends it down low, and duffing on the one-timer was Clary. Maltz up top for Millen. Onto the half wall for Ethan Maltz. Miles, excuse me. Wheeling around in behind the net. Still with it, throws it in front. What a save made by Orlando. On the doorstep, Jack Clary. Wow.
That was close too, Frank. It's disappointing when those close goals don't go in. I burnt my toast again the other day, and that was disappointing, but
Here's another chance. Puck is still loose. Buried in the back of the crease is Clary and Orlando. Quickly back to his feet as the goaltender without a stick now. Looks like a power play here for Adrian. Long shift for this top line. Thrown on net. Tipped. Still loose. Banging away at it. Net is off. Bulldogs think they've scored, but the referee is saying, nuh-uh.
wow, Frank.
Well, Ethan Maltz. Excuse me, Miles. I always get him and his brother mixed up. Miles leads this Bulldog team with 41 points in 21 games, and you'd think with 8 goals on the board he'd have more than 1 assist, but that's all he's got so far.
He's just doing his thing, Frank. He's just hanging out. He's just doing his thing down there.
We're doing our thing up here.
Yeah, we'll just let him do his thing. We'll do our thing.
And now in the box is Spencer for Northwood. So Bulldogs get another power play here. And they will set up shop quickly.
Whoa, good fake.
Zika with a clapper, and it's stopped. Where did you get the clapper? Schaefer leaves it off for Hudson, back up top for Schaefer. Eddie Schaefer with 2 goals, looking for the hat trick, and there's a shot. Top shelf goes Hudson.
Frank, and yet another goal for this Adrian College Bulldogs team. 9-0 with just over 2.5 minutes left in the second period. Wow. We're on pace for 12-0. I could be right. Incredible, Frank. Just incredible.
Or as the French would call it, incredible. 12th goal of the season for Danny Hudson. The Hudson Bay finds his way. Puck goes top shelf over the blocking arm of Orlando, who may have been a little screened on that. Not sure if he got a clean look, but either way, that's 9 on the board. And a fat burger sitting up on the board for Northwood with a 0 still. Zika draws the lone assist. Inside 2 minutes to go in the second period here. Shots are 39-13 for the Bulldogs. Honnard has made 2 saves since checking in. There's Bordeaux with a nice pass and a good save made by Orlando on Egan. Bulldogs want more. They ain't giving up. Not on senior night, they're not. Northwood heading north now. Curling around. Burton trying to take it to the net. Still with it. Centering attempt was picked off. Whoa, look at the toe drag here. Could be a chance. Nifty moves there from 13 hole.
Yeah, Frank, what a move right there. That was just absolutely dirty.
You know what we call those plays, Gabe?
What do we call
Those are what we
plays?
call diaper deeks. Because if you pull it off correctly, the defender will soil themselves.
Oh. Thank you for
Can
sharing.
we say diaper on ACTV? Is that okay? All right. And soiled too. Excellent. $30 seconds to go. With it is Spagnol. Getting
Whoa.
around his man. Spagnol taking it to the net. Looking to go short side. Stopped.
Oh.
Rebound is there. Scooped up. And now we've got a slashing call being assessed.
Man, Spagnol took the big hit on the boards down here, but contact doesn't affect Nick Spagnol. Spags got it in the bag, and he just kept skating right there. The hit could not slow him down.
Beal heading to the box. Looked like he was chopping up a piece of veal with that hack on Egan. Nasty looking slash. 10 seconds remain here. See the Bulldogs can get a quick shot off. With it is Clary. He leaves it off. Back for Clary, and it's right into the logo of Orlando.
Good save right there, Frank. And
Good positional save there from Orlando to get it on top of the blue.
how about the shots on goal? Not only is it complete dominance on the scoreboard, 42-13 shots on goal.
They'll have to get a shot off quickly, and that's out of the way. And you can hear the crowd chanting, "What a period!" 9 Zero Bulldogs. Shots are 42-13 after 40 minutes of play. It's all Bulldogs.
Here on Senior Day, we'd like to remind you that in hockey there are 3 periods, not 2, so which means we'll be playing another 20. Coming up in 15 minutes, make sure you stay with Frank and Gabe on ACTV. We'll be right back. And we are back in black and gold.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, third and final period coming at you live from the Arrington. 9-0 Adrian after 40. Here we go.
Big
Bulldogs
contact.
on to the power play. Continuing over from the end of the second period. Something tells me they're going to crack double digits in the next minute and a half here, Gabe. We'll see. Floated down the ice.
Frank, we're real close to our score predictions. You predicted 10-0. I predicted 12-0. So, you know what's interesting? Oh, my goodness. Frank, this game has still managed to be exciting despite the fact it's a total blowout. I'm having a great time up here.
Yeah, you know what? There's some, what's the word here to describe it?
Some stuff.
Sure. We'll go
There's stuff happening.
We'll go with stuff happening.
I love it when stuff happens, Frank.
And there was a puck floated down the ice. That's considered the stuff happening, I suppose. Here comes Davison Pasco, lead pass. Off the mark for Egan. He steals it back. Egan leaves it into the slot, taking it to the net. Oh, and that almost went in. That would have been the slowest goal to ever cross the red line if it went in.
Well, I probably would have had to have written that goalie a card telling him I'm sorry for his loss of his pride.
Sent down the ice, 20 seconds to go on the Bulldog power play. That was Hull. I wonder if he's German. He's got to be with a last name like that. Hull, that nearly knifed that into the back of the net.
I think their goalie's been skipping leg day.
I've been skipping leg day for the last 2.5 years, Gabe.
Well, that's okay. That happens. That's all I have to say.
Northwood kills off the power play. Here's Hull now into the slot. Nifty stick handling, and he's slashed. Penalty coming up here. Be interesting to see if this is a penalty shot. He was pretty close to being on a clear-cut breakaway. Northland touches the puck. And it's just going to be a slashing call. And it's going to number 9, Stahl. That's his second trip to the sin bin. So Bulldogs will head to their 5th power play. They're 2 for 4 thus far. Gilead wins the draw. Hudson goes cross ice. Schaefer. Down low for Gilead. Gilead eyeing things out. Back up top for Hudson. Parked in front is Schaefer. Cross ice for Hull, taking it to the net. Nice piece of passing there, and what a save made on Gilead. Getting across was Orlando, and he made another save there. Ryan Betts, the hitman. For Hudson. Floats one in, stopped, rebound is there. Centering pass is picked off by Northwood, and not out though. Nice hops there from the hitman to grab that out of the air. Penalty is not up on the board right now for some reason. So I don't know how much time is left in it. Schaefer looking for the hat trick. Misses wide. Hudson. Clapper. Far right. Hudson will get a change. It's thrown up top for ZZ Top, and his shot is off of the blocking arm of Orlando and out of play.
Frank, next time I'm back in the Arrington, I'm going to be here without you, aren't I, on Thursday?
That's right, Gabe, you will be. I will be in the net at the Arrington Ice Arena for the first time in over a year on Thursday night when the D1 men's team plays host to Eastern Michigan, and I guess you'll be calling the game with Kane Sean.
Kane Sean, that doesn't sound like a very good name.
No.
I don't know who Kane Sean is, but I'm glad we don't know that guy.
Make sure you tune in Thursday night for men's Division 1 senior night.
Frank, if you need some help getting ready for Thursday, I'm
No,
doing chest day.
I'll
after
be
this.
more than fine. Don't you worry, Gabe.
Okay.
Secret to goaltending is getting prepared in between the years and not getting prepared in terms of your body.
Chest day could help.
Probably hurt me more than help, Gabe. I'm really looking forward to it. D1 team has 7 seniors, including myself, including both of our co-captains, Bristol and Wenzel. Here's a chance here. Not able to get a shot off with Zika, and that is going to be a penalty. Oh, and the Bulldog bench was hollering for a penalty shot. They're not going to get it. And it's 19, the captain, Huffman, off to the penalty box for slashing Zika. That could have easily been a penalty.
Yeah. Yeah, the Bulldog bench was really disappointed there was not a penalty shot.
Adrian looking for 10. One-timer by Zika off the mark. Thrown back in, stopped.
Attention, please. Northwood penalty, number 19, Miles Hoffman. 2
The Grim Reaper in the corner,
Hoffman for slashing at
trying to shake his man. Tangled up. Still being harassed as the Grim Reaper. Getting some support now. Coming away with it. Spagnol wraps it around. We're going to be able to hold the line. No. Catalina, the wine mixer, has got to retreat.
A wine mixer.
Sent down the ice by Northwood. Gabe, stop standing up. You're making me nervous. Sedate. Sit down. Thank you.
You panicking?
You're making me nervous, Gabe. You're a big body and your shadow is protruding over me. I don't like that. Sutton leaves it up top for Millen. Fires it on net, stopped. Bulldogs corral it back. Davison Pasco to Millen with a drive, and it's corralled by Orlando. .33 seconds to go on the power play.
Okay.
Bulldogs win the draw.
Okay.
They've got it in the corner, centering pass. Up top, back down low. Let's play hot potato. Trying to get a shot off. Cross ice. Shot is wide of the mark by Millen. And now carrying it out is Stahl. Oh, here comes Stahl. He's taken down.
Wow.
Wow, there's no penalty call?
Frank, that was so close. That just barely missed.
That is very peculiar. Well, there was no call there. Stahl was being held all the way to the net by, it looked like Miller,
Yeah,
or
Frank.
excuse me, Egan, but
Yeah, Frank, that was a crime. He could go to jail. That was such a hold. I mean, that was bad.
if you do the crime, you got to do the time. I guess not always, though. But both teams back to 5-on-5.
Not if you're
Just
really
about 7 gone here in the third period of a 9-0 game. Gabe, what are you drinking over there? What'd you get during the intermission?
Pepsi. Want
No,
a sip?
I don't want your Pepsi. I got my yellow Gatorade over here. Electrolytes, baby. What kind of, is it just regular Pepsi or is it cherry?
It's regular. I don't drink cherry Pepsi. What do you
Why
think
not?
I am?
Why not?
I don't know.
Are you a man or a mouse?
I don't know.
Well,
What's
we'll
the right
find out.
answer?
We'll provide an answer for you at the end of the period. Next whistle, we'll find out if Gabe's a man or a mouse.
This is college. I just want the right answers. I don't care what the actual answer is.
That was Gilead driving to the net hard and couldn't get a shot off. 49 pucks thrown at the Northwood way this evening. Rick Kennard is Probably fallen asleep in the Bulldog crease. He's only seen 2 shots since he checked in for Chris Shornack early in the second period. Only 13 total for Northwood.
I think Frank should take a bunch of pre-workout before his last game.
I'm going to drink a lot of water after the game, Gabe.
That's fine. That's a good time to drink water.
But probably no pre-workout.
Or some like branched chain amino acids.
Probably some coconut oil or coconut milk in the morning.
It's actually really good for you.
It is. Hitman being harassed here, able to get the pass away. Bulldogs will regroup.
Coconut milk is actually chock full of branched chain amino acids and protein. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Chance here for Adrian, and
Whoa.
they score!
And Frank, what a dirty move right there. Unstoppable on his way to the net.
And that was Zach Zika, ZZ Top, getting a huge hug from his teammates at the Bulldog bench.
8 minutes into the third period. 10-0. If they don't score again, your score prediction will come true.
And that is a huge goal for Zach Zika because it's his first of the season. Wow.
Well, Frank,
Good for him.
that is fantastic. I'm happy for him.
So Zika draws onto the scoreboard here on senior night. How nice is that?
Good for him, man.
Goal by number 27, Zach Zika. With an assist from number 9, Alan Gilead. Zika from Gilead at 7:56 of the third period.
Frank,
So that's- Go ahead.
Frank Adrian is desperately clinging on to a 10-point lead here, and they may be able to seal it up with only 11 minutes left in the game.
So every senior, except for, of course, Nick Reuter, who's not in the lineup tonight, has recorded a point. Wow, look at that stick handling. Diaper deke from Maltz. Every senior has recorded a point, except for Josh Dollinger, who is Mr. ACHA. And here we go. Now we got Kyle Federkins coming in for Rick Kennard. Kyle Federkins getting some time in between the iron. He's played 2 games this year, recording shutouts in back-to-back games. But, of course, that isn't the last of Rick Kennard we've seen on this Gold Club. There's still playoffs and nationals to go. And with Chris Shornack vacating for Tigers spring training, a lot of the heavy lifting in net will have to be done by Rick Kennard, so we'll definitely see some more of him.
Frank, I thought Spag was going to have it in the bag with a wraparound right there, but defender got him.
So Kennard exits with 2 saves made. Federkins checks in, having made 19 saves in 120 minutes of play on the season. And he'll close this one out for the Bulldogs.
Spag wants to tag one in the back of the net right here. I don't blame him.
Oh, watch out. Inside 10 minutes to go here at the Arrington. Shots 53-14. Ryan Betts is heading for a timeout. High sticking. He'll serve 2 minutes or less.
Some very upset fans, Frank.
Northwood going to their 6th power play of the evening. They're 0 for 5 and allowed a shorthanded goal in the second period. Huffman takes a shot. It's wide of the goal. Burton leaves it in behind. It's wrapped around, able to keep it in as Huffman. Spinning around Murray. Pass intended for Huffman is picked off and chipped out by the Bulldogs. 2-on-1 coming down. It's Hull stepping into the slot. Hull takes a shot and it's off the target. And does the TV jump into the glass afterwards.
I thought it was funny.
That was all right. Minute gone in the Northland power play. Turning it over was Millen, but it's quickly picked up by Gilead. And the Bulldogs will play some hot potato here. Got it up for Schaefer. Schaefer and Gilead. Passes in behind number 9. And back the other way it goes. Spencer coming in with a shot. And there's a save for Federkins. I like Federkin's pads.
Those are cool.
Those are really cool.
Those are cool. I like his helmet too.
He's got a very nice swag setup going on right here.
The swagger is real.
The yellow on his pads is just a tad off. Just a tad, but you know,
that's okay.
That's okay.
It's okay.
I
bet it looks great on
He's
our
great,
broadcast.
and you know what? He's got the flow coming out the back of the helmet. He may have the best swagger of any goalie besides myself in AC.
Does he have a tan suit? What do you wear here today?
I think he showed up in his bathing suit today.
Okay, that's pretty swag-tastic.
Because he was planning on rinsing Northland when he hopped into the crease.
Whoa! There are pieces of their ego everywhere after that one. My goodness, what an insult from Frank Gruppe. And you're here on ACTV.
Northwood or North? Yeah, I get confused, with Northwood. I'm just going to start calling them North. The North. Last year, our varsity team plays Northland, Northwood, whatever.
Who are we playing?
Hockey. We're playing hockey, Gabe.
We
get a penalty. Coming up here to North. 2 minutes.
Leading by a touchdown and a field goal.
In the boxes. Number 13. 10-point lead. Sent down the ice. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that sauce pass.
Oh,
wow.
It's because of those pads, Frank.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh is right. Uh-oh is right, Frank.
Catalina wine mixer carrying it in. Sends it off. Shot is off target. Wine mixer with it. On the backhand, he goes up top for DP. Down low. Wine mixer. Trying to get a shot off, and it's tipped just wide of the goal. Oh, look at that move. Can the Bulldogs get 11? What would that be, Gabe? How would you get 11 in football?
You'd get the 2-point conversion, then kick the field goal.
You'd have to get 3 field goals and a safety. That could work.
That could work. That's a really, really inefficient way to get 11 points, but...
Touchdown and 2 safeties also makes sense.
No, that would make it 10. Oh, I mean, if you got a
No.
field goal, if you got the extra point, you mean
A field goal and 2 safeties would be 11.
a touchdown with the extra point would make it.
All right, let's play hockey. 23 seconds to go on the power play. There's a hot shot. Stop. Clary.
3 pointers and a free throw.
Millen. Maltz. Millen. Penalty is over.
I don't know why that was funny. Something about the way you said that.
Yeah.
The penalty is over. It's over.
And barring the biggest comeback in sports history, this one's probably over too.
And here it comes, Frank. Here comes the biggest comeback.
Maltz with it. Hitman with a drive. Doesn't get through. Oh, here we go. We're looking for 11. Shot is stopped. Oh, cross check there. Penalty coming up.
That was definitely a crime, Frank.
If you do the crime, you got to be able to do the time. Speaking of crime, I think Maltz may be the only guy with a white cage on the Bulldogs. That's a crime. Oh,
I'm
Zeke's
not
got one
angry.
too.
I'm just disappointed.
Actually, so does Bordeaux. Excuse me.
Yeah, I see a couple.
Bulldogs to their 8th power play. Due for 7 thus far. Schaefer looking for the hat trick. Fat Egan couldn't get a shot off. There's a chance, and that's blocked. Schaefer throws one in on goal, doesn't get through. And
You're
it's chipped
so
out by
sad.
Northwood.
And that's blocked. You're really sad.
I'm not sad. I got my Goldfish vanilla cupcake grams here, and they taste wonderful.
Frank, I'll tell you, these guys would not be great bowlers, but man, are they some serious hockey players. 10 goals for this Gold team tonight, and what an exciting game we've been watching to this point.
Well, we had a 6-goal outpour in the first period.
Outpour.
And then we had 3 in the second. We've only got 1 here so far in the third. Gilead backhands it off. 10 seconds to go in the power play. Sent down the ice. Fedorkin's out. Oh, he muffs on it. Watch out. Could have a chance here for Northland. And sending that wide was Stahl.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this broadcast is nearly over, but don't fret. We'll be back Wednesday the 11th. Men's basketball tip-off at 6 p.m. and women's at 8 p.m. right here on ACTV. Then Thursday, you're going to get to listen to me talk about Frank for nearly 3 hours. 7 p.m., puck drop, ACHA Division I men's hockey. Thursday the 12th, Saturday, we've got women's ice hockey here. 7 p.m., puck drop, and that's Saturday the 14th. Then we don't have anything until next week, so all kinds of things coming at us in this next week, Frank, including you between the pipes.
Well, this will be the last home game that we get to do for our Gold squad. They'll be on the road the rest of the year. We didn't really get a chance to do too many gold games this year, which is kind of a shame because they have won 3 straight national championships. So I think we got to do 4 or 5. Next year we'll do likely every, so don't you fret. But like you said, Gabe, Wednesday we got a doubleheader coming up on ACTV. Men's and women's b-ball going at it.
Basketball.
Men at 6, women at 8. Thursday night, D1 senior night versus Eastern. Saturday, women's varsity hockey against Lake Forest.
And you guys are not going to want to miss these basketball games, this doubleheader. Sean Kane is already fired up. He can barely contain himself in the booth right now.
He's got 8 pages of notes.
8
Sean
pages
Kane
of
for.
notes. He's
That's
been
good
in
to
the
hear.
Marilat since last Friday. He's been sleeping on the stands, preparing himself, eating and sleeping there. He's been practicing by commentating the janitor. Sweeps left and sweeps back right.
57 seconds to go. Adrian is going to pick up their 14th win of the season.
Man, what a
Northwood's losing streak will be extended to 11. Wouldn't that be ironic if the Bulldogs could get 11 now?
I'd be happy.
Let's see, Zika maybe, and offside was Edward Schaefer. We'd also like to remind all of our viewers to like us on Facebook. Search Adrian College TV on Facebook. You'll find us, and it's great. We got links for every game that we broadcast. Make it really easy to find if you're a fan of AC Sports. So, and even if you're not, you should be. Figure it out.
Yeah.
Get your life in order.
I'll tell you what, guys. You come like us on Facebook for the real expensive price of $3.99. You'll get links, and more links. So
We got a chance here for Northwood, and ding! Off the iron. Hoffman ringing the pipe.
Frank, that was probably their last chance to score too.
Sigh of relief for Federkins.
He's shaking his head down there.
That
He
shot had
knows.
some zip on it. 8 seconds to go. And that will likely do it.
Wow.
Bulldogs win.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of today's hockey game. Our final score here this afternoon.
Well, Adrian wins on senior night. 10 rip the final. 58 shots for the Bulldogs, 19 for Northwood. Eddie Schaefer gets 2 goals and an assist. Zika with a goal and 2 assists. Hawker, Gino, Clary, Egan, Grimshaw, Gilead, and Hudson all scoring. Sharnock and Hennard pick up 2 phantom assists. And the Bulldogs salute the crowd and skate off for the final time on home ice here in the 2014-15 campaign.
I just want to take this opportunity to thank you all for tuning in and thank everyone here at ACTV for you. We are so excited to have you here as a viewer, and we love what we do, and we love you.
I'm going to go to Tim Hortons and get another cup to see if I win Roll Up the Rim. But for now, that's going to do it here this afternoon. Bulldogs win by a final score of 11-0. For everyone here at the production house and ACTV, we'd like to thank you for tuning in. And remember, if you have a Bulldog, do not get it spayed or neutered. Good night.